If we could return to your political principles.
Of course, Brian. As I said, they are 4 in number. By freedom, I mean complete freedom. The liberty of the citizen to do whatever he wishes within the most libertarian framework of the law. He should be free to take drugs if he wishes, to indulge in whatever sexual acts his imagination can devise, to drink whenever he wants to shop whenever he wants to. Low taxation follows automatically. The legalized trade in drugs and pornography will contribute enormous amounts of VAT, allowing income tax to be abolished on all, except the lowest paid.
But the poorest would continue to pay income tax?
Someone has to.
Why?
Well, because poor people vote Labour, and so they'll get no favours from me. And the poor are the biggest consumers of government spending, which brings me neatly on to my third point. The elimination of restrictive employment legislation. Quite simply, we don't need any. When was this country the leading industrial power in the world? When we sent children up chimneys, women down mines, and trade unionists to Australia. No coincidence, I contend.
Let me make sure I understand you correctly. Essentially, you seem to be suggesting a return to the industrial environment of the early 19th century.
I am.
Before the abolition of slavery.
I think you make my point for me. And don't be so pious, Brian. We both know slavery still exists in many societies.
You're thinking of the forced labourers of the Indian subcontinent.
I'm thinking of the poor bugger who until last month was running British Gas on a pathetic $250,000 a year. And my fourth point, which again fits perfectly into my overview, concerns the welfare state. In my opinion, this is the single most disastrous development of post-war social policy. It has made people unfit, lazy and self-indulgent. I mean, the ordinaries know that free medical care awaits them, so what incentive do they have to stay well? As I said, on the record, in 1987, in the good old days, you were poor, you got ill, you died. Today we face the appalling prospect of young, fit, virile men like myself giving up to taxation a larger and larger proportion of our wealth to support ailing, aging people like yourself,